Hi everybody, good morning. This is Vidisha Vitlani and welcome to Aussie's group. And I wish you a very happy Diwali. And today is Dhanteras. It's one of the almost the beginning of the festivities. And today I wish you like a lot of good luck, a lot of riches, lot of wealth, and may you all get whatever you want. So, hello. And I'm going to be taking a Diwali break now because I'm going to be traveling. So I think I'm not going to see you live at least next Saturday. So that's why I thought of meeting you right before the festivities, because you have the holidays in hand and you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to prepare. And that's why I am here. So tell me one thing, that most of you must be having your exam like post Diwalis. And I know there's a lot of things going around. You know, we're in such good mood to celebrate and we don't feel like studying. I feel you guys a lot, because I don't feel like working at all. So, but then what needs to be done, and we're going to do it. So, today's session is all about tips on how to improve your score for your writing. What's the difference between actually a 6 and what's the difference between a 7? And I'm not going to take much of your time because, of course, it's an amazing morning. So see, firstly, when you're aiming for a 6, if you follow the format, if you follow the basic rules, you'll definitely get a 6. But when you're aiming for a 7, you need to be more specific, you need to be more focused, you need to understand everything. One of the key requirements of a 7 band is that you have to make sure that are you knowing the band descriptor table. Like if you've studied the band descriptor table, then getting a 7 is going to be very simple, because all the pre-requirements are written right there. It's just there. All you have to do is follow it. Now, I'll just explain you 4 band descriptors and tell you what all you need to do for a 7. So, coming to task achievement. Okay, when it comes to task achievement, the first important thing is I want you to make sure that you're writing 250 words. The next thing you have to make sure is that you are giving relevant. I'm stressing on this word because, a lot of times we get carried away. We get, things go out of focus, which obviously we don't want and rather we shouldn't do. Okay. The third thing is the explanation of the ideas. Remember, it's the explanation of the ideas that is going to give you a lot of marks rather than, anything else. So, and you have to make sure that you're adding an example. An example has to be there, compulsory. Okay. So when it comes to task achievement, there are 4 things: 250 words, relevancy, very important. Then comes your extended ideas, that is your explanation, and an example is that important, right? Next comes coherence and cohesion. Now, what is coherence and cohesion? It's nothing, as I always tell you, it is the synchronization. So now, when you're aiming for a 7, you have to make sure that whatever coherence or linking words that you use are very different. Like you just don't use cliche words like firstly, secondly, thirdly. What all you do is, very different, like something like more importantly or the most pivotal one. That is going to actually help you get a 7 rather than the very cliche scores that you write. Okay. The next thing that you have to make sure when it comes to coherence is that you ensure that there is a lot of clarity, because without clarity, the exam, your words should be complicated, you can have complex sentences, but the idea of your essay, like let's say I'm the examiner and I'm reading your essay, I should not have like lack of clarity. In one go, I should be able to understand what you're trying to tell me, right? So that is about coherence. And the next thing comes lexical resource. Now, what is lexical resource? Lexical resource is nothing but vocabulary. And as I always said, vocabulary does not really mean that you use like big, heavy words. It simply means that you're using words that are uncommon. Simply means that you're using words that are different from each other. You're not repeating a lot of words. And that is something that is about vocabulary. Also, what I do is I make sure that I keep a list of few words that I keep using and get my scores, right? Okay. And the next part is grammatical range and accuracy. Now see, remember, grammatical range is completely different from grammatical accuracy. Grammatical range is simple, compound, complex, active, passive. There are 8 different types of sentences: assertive, negative, interrogative, and you have all of them, right? You show the examiner that you know like a variety of language. Your language is not monotonous. And then comes the grammatical accuracy. Grammatical accuracy is your tenses, your prepositions, your articles, your punctuations, every little minor thing. Okay, that is something that you have to take care about. So today's China is like very, very quick and very, very easy. But see, again, if I repeat, if you want to understand the difference between a 6 to 7, please go through the band descriptor table. What today I did was explain to you like a little bit in short. I think this was insightful to you. And again, please make sure that you use your holidays and you don't just all work and all play. Nothing works well. So let's balance. With the holidays you've got enough time to actually study. And for anything, please feel free to contact IELTS Tutorials. We're always there no matter what. And meanwhile, please go through a lot of mock tests and a lot of practice, so that after Diwali, when you are actually preparing for exam, you are sorted, you have everything in hand. Okay, so I hope this session was useful to you, and I hope we had a good time. And again, I wishing you all the love, all the festivities, all the happiness, and a lot of good scores. So please, if there's anything you need, feel free to contact, and we are right here.